things like you're saying are constructed for a certain pace, a certain scale of experience by however people migrate through the space. And yeah, LA, the famous car city, but every city in America is a car city these days. It's when you slow down or speed up, you see things in a different pattern, and different things will become obvious that you would have missed, traveling at the normal rate of speed. So yeah, it can be subversive, and it can, just by simply slowing down, reveal a whole new side of the community. And yeah, I encourage that. You can walk down a super highway and you get arrested, but before that happens, you'll notice all kinds of things. The scale of this sort of debris, this sort of effluvium, this flotsam or whatever it is that sort of just accumulates from cars. Little bits of decals and light lenses, and which forms a kind of almost like a gravel, a highway gravel, which I guess just kind of washes out the storm drains and collects, and probably eventually makes it out through the drainage systems into these kind of shoals of busted car parts out just off the coast, but
or in the middle of the North Pacific Gyre.
yeah, if they happen to float, yeah, but yeah, just sort of walking on the freeway, I would encourage that, as well as perhaps driving on the bike trail, and flying, frankly, too. I mean, that really, changes the way you see things when you fly over them, and not just because of the rate at which you're traveling. You're able to sort of piece things together. It's almost like being, in a map, where you've got that kind of cartographic distance where you can, draw things cognitively together that were otherwise totally disparate, but also just the view, the inverted view, which is analogous to being on a bike in a car environment. Being in a plane, you're seeing things from a vantage point where other things become visible that you never would have seen. But there's the added benefit of actually transposing, the view from the horizontal to the vertical. That provides a view of things where you can see, things really kind of coming together in a single vision, where otherwise you're just seeing a fragment, a fence line or whatever from the ground. So we use aerial photography whenever we can to depict places, both for our own edification, but for use in exhibits to show things that are sort of invisible in a way, even though they're in plain sight.